Hello, all you dragons, dinos, demons, weebs, and of course, portal masters. I am Speed Fury, and today, well, because I can't do a regular Fortnite challenge because of the weird bug that's going on in the game right now that prevents me from moving. Fix your game, Epic. No offense, I love your game. We will be doing something a bit different today, and I'm going to teach you how to make a non-competitive creative map. Now, I do this kind of stuff all the time. And if you're not too good at putting in like buildings and stuff, that's all right. There are some maps that already have buildings in them, so you don't have to worry about that. So I can also so I'll show you like at least 3 different kinds that you can do. So this video is going to be quite long because it takes me a while to do them. So some of a couple of the 3 maps I'm going to show you are actually pretty hard to do. So it is going to take you some time to do it, but it will be worth it once you're done. Pull my sword. Okay, so first what I'm going to show you how to do is how to make one that already has all the parts that you need in it. Let me just wait for that X and arrow to go away. Just give it a sec. Come on. Anytime now. Okay, the arrow went away. There goes the arrow. That'll do for now. So what you want to do is you want to create a new island. Stop doing that, you stupid game. Okay, so you create a new island. You can pick any of these islands that you want. You don't have to pick a specific one. But I'm going to do something a little bit different, and I'm going to go with, let's go with the Frosty Fortress. I actually haven't done a map like this, and we'll just call it, you know what, let's just do this. So the reason I'm about to name it this is because every week I do a activity group. Unfortunately, you guys cannot participate because it's an activity group between people who are like me, who have disabilities of some kind. Like for me, I'm autistic, and I'm proud of that. I like being autistic. Fortnite League, we call it Fortnite League. I don't really know why, but that's what we call it. And I'm the one responsible for making all the islands for us to play on. Fortnite League Arena. Let's say 3. I believe this is the third battle map I made. So there are already weapons and stuff that are in this game right now. So I'm gonna have to do something about that. You don't have to have those in, but this is just an example of a map you can do. So right now we're doing a map that basically has, you know, everything in it already. It doesn't need really anything else. Now, the reason I say this is non-competitive, there is no winner in this map. This battle can go for as long as you want. Like, see that right there? I just want to get rid of that right off the bat, and that. Okay, so right off the bat, let me fly up here real quick, show you the entire map. So this is the map that's already been made over here. Now, there's already a bunch of weapons and stuff inputted into the game, but I'm going to take those out later. But I'll show you what you need to do first to start by making this creative. So first things first, you got to go to my island. You don't want to go to you don't want to start by putting stuff in. So for our starters, put your voice chat on all so everyone can hear each other. Max players is, I'm pretty sure, just 16, so that's all you can do. Teams, just have it be a free for all. You can have it be teams if you want, but I usually just go with free for all. Team size, just leave it at that. Matchmaking, don't worry about it. Don't worry about that or that. Spawn limit infinite, because this isn't competitive, so you can just respawn as many times as you want. After last spawn, go to spectator. Yeah, that can stay. Total rounds. Let's see. Hold on a second. I guess we just leave it at 1. Team rotation disabled. End game on match point win. No. Team visuals. Don't worry about that. Take this off of 15 minutes and go to none, because you don't want a time limit. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about that. Eliminations end, don't worry about that, don't worry about that. Don't worry about any of those, pretty much. Join in progress. So this is a non-competitive map, there's no time limit, and there's no winner. So what you want to do is switch from spectate to spawn. Just have somebody join in and you can join in the fun. Spawn location, spawn pads if you prefer, or you can just do it in the sky. Or current location, I don't really know why anyone would choose that, but I usually do spawn pads. So respawn type will be individual. Spawn game location is island start. Let's see. Only allow spawn. Okay, so you always want to put this on no, because just in case there's no spawn pads, then you just someone can drop in. Auto start no, because you want to be able to. Actually, you can have it on either one. It doesn't matter. Game start countdown. That doesn't matter either. You can have whatever you want. You can turn this off if you want, or leave it on. I usually turn it off for games that require scoring that I make. Don't worry about this. You want to keep this off. You don't want to allow people out of the boundaries. It'll end up having them to like leave the game and then come back in. That'll be a pain to deal with. Allow spectating other teams. It doesn't really matter because no one's gonna be spectating anyone. Elimination score. You can turn this on or off. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna set it to 1. And then these don't really matter. And then next you want to go over to settings. Time of day. You can change this to whatever you want. I'm gonna put it at 12 p.m. Oh, 1 second. I'm gonna put it at 12 p.m. This doesnn't matter. If you want fog, you can put fog in. You can change the light color. You can change it to like white, red, or whatever you want. Like let me give you an example of what that does. So you turn it to red, and then you like take the fog thickness, turn it up to like maybe 60%, and then turn on the fog and change it to black. Watch this. Now, the darker you put it, the harder it's going to be to play. I have a map where I actually made it darker a lot, so let me just take that off of there. Default. Change that to default. Change that to default. Okay, so you can start with 100 shield if you want. I usually go with 100 shield so that it's a fair start for everybody. Infinite ammo. Keep that on because because you're going to be like just playing for fun. There's no need to have it you have to go looking for ammo. There's not really going to be a winner. So infinite resources, I usually turn off. Now if you want this to be fair for everyone, and if you don't, then I don't know what's wrong with you, but I always want this to be fair for people, especially if they can't build, because let's be honest here, the only reason a lot of people are actually good is because of their builds. And you can argue with me if you want, but you know that's true. So if I want to allow building, I only want to put traps in, because some people can't build and they aren't very good at building. That's why I always keep building out of my Fortnite League maps. You want them to be allowed to edit? No, you don't. Building can destroy environment. Turn that off because you don't want the stuff you worked so hard on just to get destroyed in front of your eyes just because you put a little structure there. Besides that, there's not going to be any building except for traps. So environment damage. You can have this on if you want. It doesn't really do much. I usually keep it off in case I end up accidentally destroying one of the things I put in. That's like a weapon spawner or something like that. Structure damage. For this one, it's pretty much the same as this, but I would usually put it on enemy and self-built, so only like built stuff, like the traps can be destroyed. Weapon destruction, 100%. This means that anything, if you shoot a wall, it gets destroyed. I usually turn this off to avoid destroying something I like. Pickaxe destruction. You can leave this. You can set this to default if you want, so that you can destroy any llamas that you put in or something like that. Of course, I don't put in the llamas anymore. I put in something else. I'll show you that in a second. So I'm just going to turn that off. PvP pickaxe damage. You can do this if you want. You don't have to have it on, but I usually like to have it on just in case somebody wants to, just try pickaxing someone to death for the heck of it. Now this one I actually found out about recently. This one you can increase the range of your pickaxe. This means depending on your target's range that he is from you, you can hit him. So like You want this, you can hit him from a little bit farther away than you usually would. You do this. If say your opponent's like maybe 2 to 3 walls away from you, you'll still be able to hit them with your pickaxe. I usually put this on large just to give people a little bit of a surprise. Eliminated players' items. You want that on keep because, well, everyone on your team is keeping their items because it's, not competitive. And plus, you don't want to have to deal with those people who are just gonna go through all your loot after you drop everything. So yeah, allow item drop, allow item pickup. You can put either one of those to that, but I usually just keep them on yes, just in case you want to switch out weapons. These don't matter. All these auto ones don't matter. Respawn time, 5 seconds, that's fine. Respawn immunity time, put this on none so that, actually, I would just put it on default just to give noobs a chance. Fall damage, you can turn that off. You don't have to have that on. Gravity, keep it on normal. Jump fatigue, I usually turn that off so that, once again, noobs don't make up that mistake again. Ladder redeploy, I'm gonna turn that on. Player flight, off. Player flight sprint, it doesn't matter because this is off. Flight speed, doesn't matter, this is off. Names and location, you can do that if you want. I'm gonna put it on, always high. So that you can surprise your enemies if you want to. Health granted on elimination, don't worry about that for now. Let's see. Let's increase that to about just 50. And then you can just ignore the rest of this. The rest of this doesn't really matter. Then you go to the UI. There's only a few things you need to do in here. So you can either change this to how many eliminations you've got, which is the score. You can see who's in the lead by score. You can see how many creatures you've eliminated. There's not going to be a need for that. There's no fiends in here. Objectives. There's no objective in this. Just kill each other for the heck of it. Round status. Only 2 teams. That doesn't really matter because it's only going to show the 2 people in first place. I just usually set it to score. And then if you want, you can just ignore the rest of this. If you want, you can change the the map screen display to either the scoreboard or the map. I'm changing it to the map so it's easier for me to actually know where I'm going. And then after you've set all that up, boom, your map is pretty much ready to go. But now here comes sort of the more difficult part. So now I'm gonna show you how to put weapons in. Also, there's a few new features I'm gonna show you as well. So first things first, we go into creative, and we don't really need any of these. If you want, you can add more buildings like that in. I don't really see much room for you to add anything else in. But let's say you want to have some kind of spawners somewhere around here. Over here, this is a cave, just a simple cave. It also has a chest in it for some reason. So this is a good place for you to have a bunch of weapons and stuff for your characters. So for starters, what I like to do, we open creative, go to devices. We take the spawn pad, just put it wherever you want it. We also want to put this in here too because wrong button. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so you put that in there in case one of your friends wants to change their skin at random or something. And don't put just one in, put more than one in so people don't guard them. Then we also take some traps. You'll see why I put those in a sec. If you want, you can put some vehicles in. I don't think it would be very useful for anybody. Here's something I really like doing is putting teleporters in. I'll show you what to do with those in a sec. Okay, so now we need a item spawner, which is this thing right here, I think. Yeah, it's this thing. So you put that in there. And these are pretty much the only things you'll need for a basic one. You're going to put vehicles and weapons in later. I'm going to put the Infinity Blade in just because I want to. So now you would go to weapons, and what you want to do, instead of just putting them all in your inventory, you want to just put what weapons you want in a chest. So say you want to be able to use the prop gun. Just put that in the chest. Or you want to use the boom bow. I always have the boom bow in mine. I love the boom bow. It's my baby. And there's a bunch of shotguns. I'm going to only use the shotguns that are the most balanced in my opinion. So we have the lever action, tactical, combat, and let's see, Dragon Breath. If you know how to use the Dragon Breath, then then that's why I'm putting it in here. So then you want to put some mini ammo in. You don't want to just have shotguns and boom bow. That's pretty much all. That's pretty much just all one weapon. So you take the Compact SMG, put it in there. you take your favorite assault rifle or something. My favorites are the burst and the tactical. And then you want to put in some snipers too. So like, put in the bolt action sniper rifle, the lever action, any of these snipers you want. Those are the only two I'm putting in right now. And now for explosives, you can also put the minigun in if you want. I'm gonna put in like the rocket launcher and the proximity grenade launcher. So now there's one more space in the chest for another one, but you don't have to have just one chest. So watch what I do here. So what you want to do is you go and find whatever last item you want to put in. So like for me, I'm gonna pick the double pistols. So now we go over here and just create a chest. Now we're not gonna just open this chest right off the bat. We're gonna put it over here first, and now we are going to create a character spawner and just put it right here. And now, here's where kind of the hard part begins. There's not enough room in here to put like a bunch of spawners. So here's what I do. I take this, put it right there. Now this is the only exception for this one. I'll show you what I'm going to do with the others. So we take this and put it to instant, put this to instant. We go over to here and then make sure it's not visible during. Actually, you can have it visible during games. It's not in the way like they usually are for me. So you open up this chest, pick up all the weapons, or however many you want. Go to your play mode, drop all these weapons right next to the spawner. And wait, why didn't you go in? 1 second. There we go. It was just a glitch. So then we just drop these in too. Those didn't go in for some reason. There we go, those are in. Now let's take up these and problematic. And we just do the exact same thing. You want to probably go slow with those so that they don't, glitch out and don't go in there. There we go. So now, all the weapons are now in that spawner. And now we, instead of like getting rid of the chest, you want to just do this. You want to basically cut it and then just put it back down. And we'll save that for later. Because there are going to be more items we add in, but not from this chest. So I'm going to take this and move it out of the way so I don't accidentally open this chest instead. So if you want other items like these are all your attacking items or stuff like that. So like if you are missing some items that you wanted to put in, just reset this and take out another just put some more stuff in a chest. So like say you want the what's it called? The light machine gun. I don't, because my friend is obsessed with that thing and he spams it whenever he gets the chance. So say you want the scope revolver or other pistols. You just go boom, 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 boom. More pistols. Then you also want the quad launcher or the pumpkin launcher, even though you already have this one. I like the pumpkin launcher. Or then you go like that. Just keep going down, see what other guns you want. If you want to add all the shotguns, you can. You don't have to. I'm not going to this time because I have several islands where I have done that. And like, say you want the automatic sniper rifle. I personally like this gun. I was pretty good with it back when it was out. So put that in. Put the infantry rifle in because it's overpowered as heck. Put the heavy sniper in because there's a lot of people that like the gun. Let's see. If you like it, put the crossbow in. I prefer this one over this one. This one, you get several shots before you gotta reload. This one, you gotta reload instantly. Let's see, what else? Flashlight pistol. You can put that in if you want. You don't have to. I'm not going to. Drum shotgun. If you want mobility, then you take, where's that? You take the yeet pistol. Shout out to Laser Beam right there because he calls it the yeet pistol. And then if you want like something else, like just one more item, like just look around and see if you can find it. I'm just gonna put the scoped assault rifle, and boom, we have another chest ready. So now we just go over here, create the chest, leave it there for a sec, and create another item spawner. Drop it right there. Open this up. Now we just drop that, drop that. If you want to go slow with this, like I told you, boom. Then pick up the rest, do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they should just like all just be sucked up into it. And then just do the same thing with this, but you gotta be slow, like I said. Okay, and those are in, and then just grab the last one and put this in here too. Now, you don't have to like leave this right here. You can just like pick it up and move it over by the other one so that it's like easier to get to. And there you go. There's that one. So now let's take this and do the same thing with this as we did with the other one. Just put it over here so we can have it ready for when we need it. And now I'm gonna show you what you want to do with extra stuff. Like here's the consumables. So like this is what I like to do to make it easier for my teammates. So we take so instead of using those things, so we open up our thing again, go to devices instead. We don't want to use another item spawner again. Instead, we want to use a vending machine. So this is actually, I would actually recommend this over the spawners because it's actually easier to do, but it'll take you more time and it'll cause you to, and you'll have to do more vending machines. So we take this, pull out the vending machine, make sure it's facing the correct direction, and put it right there. Now we go over to it, and you can only put like three things in here at once. So let's say you want this to be a thing that gives you heals. Like I would go with the 1 second, I gotta get rid of this stuff in here. Actually, you can just put this in your inventory. Take the slurp fish, the slurp juice, and the chug splash, and then just do this. Drop all of it in front of the vending machine, and boom, there you have it. And then you change the stuff. So you can do whatever one of these you want. Just leave it at with that. I usually just do no cost, so that everybody can get it. Bonus ammo for weapons, that doesn't matter because there's infinite ammo. And just like that, you have your heals vending machine. Now let's see. So now you also want your mobility and stuff, right? So you go back into your consumables, and you put in like some mobility and some extra support items and stuff. So like, so you want shockwaves or impulses. So we take the impulse grenade, we take the, I'm taking the impulse because, you know, these are overpowered and they give you too much mobility. And my friend likes to run away after he shoots you once. If he gets hit once, he runs away and tries to heal up. And I try to make sure he can't do that so I can kill him. Although it's probably like your only last resort. This video is also for non-competitive players if you haven't realized that yet. So like so we got our mobility, which is an impulse grenade, or a shockwave if you prefer. Doesn't really matter. You can also put in a jump rift if you want. You can put in a box just for the memes. Let's see. A Pokeball if you want. I'm not putting that in because my friend loves those too much. He's a guy that likes to spam weapons. He's only a year younger than me. He loves spamming those weapons, so I try not to put them in because he likes to abuse those, and it makes it unfair for everybody else. So like harpoon gun, there you go. So there's like the stuff you want in your other vending machine. So you just put in another vending machine. There we go. And here is your support vending machine. So you want to come over here so it doesn't actually get sucked into this. I highly doubt it will though because it can't be put any more in. And you can only drop 3 of these at once. So just drop this, this, and this. That didn't work, I gotta be closer. Boom, boom, there we go, it went in, and boom. Now, you can't fit anything else in here, I don't think. Let me see if I can change the settings for it. No, I can't. So, there you go, there's that one. If you want to add more stuff in, you can. Just put it in another vending machine and do that. But there's just my example of what you can do. So now we want to add in a bunch of stuff that's just fun. Oh wait, yeah, we need a vending machine for traps and stuff. So we open up vending machine again. Just put it down. And we go to consumables again. Actually, no, yeah, we do. You go here, click on that. And I guess you could use the boxes as a trap too if you want, but you don't have to. So now what we do is we open up our menu again, drop all of our traps into the vending machine. And there we go, there's our trap vending machine. And so what we do with these now, I'll show you what we do with those next. So this is one spawning area for somebody. But say you want a bigger spawning area where people have an easier time wanting to choose. So just like I did with those vending machines just now. So it's like you want someone to spawn up here, right? So just put in like the same weapons that you did before into your chest, or whichever ones you want. But you're gonna have to make a lot of vending machines for this. So like I put like in 30 different weapons. So I'm just gonna pick a bunch of random ones. So boom, 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 boom. This is gonna be a while. And where's the last one? Okay. So now you just create a chest, leave it there for a second, and now open up your menu. And sorry if my character's moving forward. My controller's bugged. I actually have to hold back slightly a bit on the controller so I don't start moving, especially when I'm trying to be quiet. So then you open up the chest, pick up 3 of the weapons, and just put them all in one. But now you have to make more vending machines. So what I do, you have 13 of these, okay? I mean, you have 15 weapons right here. So what you do is you take this and make 4 more. If you know your multiplication, if you know your times tables, that's what I'm talking about. So you see how I have a bunch of things in my inventory now? Drop, drop, and drop. Each one of these holds 3, so 5 times 3 is, and 5 times 3 is, well, 15. So you just do the same thing over and over again with each vending machine. Okay, that one can't go in. So like, there's all of ours. I did that right? No, I only put 5 in, 1 second. I mean, I only put 4. Sorry, my bad. So we just need to take 1 more and drop that in. So now we pick up more weapons, come over here. And there's your all your weapons in these vending machines. I would recommend doing this over, what I just did with the other one because it took a shorter amount of time to do it. Also, you want to do the same exact thing with your heals. So just come down here. Instead of doing what I did, and I just put a bunch more stuff in. Grab whichever one of these has the heals in it. Which one has the heals? I don't know which one. Oh yeah. So you just come down here. Clone a vending machine. Boom. Doing this is a lot easier if you do it this way. By the way, this is only the first out of the 3 I'm going to show you how to do. And so now you come over here. You want to stop flying so you can get a better idea of what you're doing. Get rid of that. And then we grab the traps. And for those of you who are degenerates, don't even start with those jokes in my chat. I know you're thinking of it. And there we go. There's all the stuff you need. You probably need more vending machines if you want to add more weapons in. And then now what do? You just put in another wrong button. You just put in another vending machine. I mean another spawner. Put that right there. Get rid of that real quick. And there's your character spawning in. So now I'm going to show you how to I'm not going to put in all the spawning areas because that's going to be a pain to do. Actually, wait. I've got a better idea. So if you want to bring all these with you, but you don't want to have to come back each time, instead you go over here. So what you want to do is look on the side and look for the option that says select on the left side of your screen. So you just hit that on each one of these and it turns them green. So you got all of them green, and you can even take the spawner if you want, but I wouldn't recommend it because then you have to figure out where to put the spawner and it'll be all messed up. So now, just press the copy button and you just bring all of them with you. So, let's see. Where's a good spot to put all these? Ah, here we go. Right next to this tree. Just get them in the position you want them, and boom, they're all there. And then you just put in another, why do I keep doing that button? There. Put in another player spawner, and there you go. There's that one put in. And then all you got to do is just keep doing that over and over again. I would recommend though putting the vending machines probably in at least a bit of a half circle around it, so it's a bit less of a problem. So I just do that. Come over here for this one right here. So you want to actually have gaps too. You don't want to have to like make it hard for people to get around the area. So like this is a better way to like make your spawning area for the person that this belongs to, whoever spawns here at least. It's okay to have like occasional gaps, just as long as you can have occasional like skinnier gaps, as long as you can have as long as the person can fit through it. So like let me just put this one right here, and there we go. We have like a little spawning area for somebody. So like you want to make another one, just do the exact same thing. Copy all of them. I copied something else by accident. There we go. If you copy something by accident, just hit the same button you used to select the others before. Did I hit that? No, I hit the spawn pad. There we go. So now you got all that. Boom. Just pick it all up. Take it to wherever you want the spawner to be next. You want it to be like an open area where you can just put them all in. So like you just come down here, and boom. We got places for people for the spawners. Just all right there around in a circle. Now, depending on how many people you want to have at least 16 because that's the max amount you can put in. Just have like 16 of these and you're pretty much good to go. So now let me show you how to add like fun things in here. So like now we get onto the infinity blade. Oh wait. What the heck? Okay, so take the infinity blade thing, put it wherever the heck you want it. I myself am going to put it like up here on this high mountain. So you have to like work to get up here. Boom, there's your infinity blade. Just sitting there and waiting for someone to grab it. Now your teleporters, the teleporters are really fun. So like what you do is you take one of your teleporters and you put it just wherever. You want to adjust the settings before putting any more down. Put that down, adjust the settings. So you want this to be group A and just keep it like that. Now you can have this be a targeted group or you can just have it all be group A. So, and then change teleport target. Never. Now I put this on entry. So every time you enter, you end up somewhere else. This is a good way to just be sillier on the map. So then after you do that, copy this teleporter, and just put the teleporter wherever the heck you want it to go. Like put one like right here, and then like put another one over here. Let's see. Let's just put one like right there, and then we can put one up here in this like little spot. You can just put these wherever you want. You can even put them like on top of here to make it confusing for people. Heck, you can even troll people with one of these teleporters and just like put it in like a trap zone where they just die instantly. But it'll be done at random. Like in one of my maps, I put one teleporter that led to a zombie room. I should have made it so you couldn't get back out. It would have been funny. Just like put these in random spots and you're pretty much good. You can even put one in the house. You don't have to put them all outside. Right there. Okay, let's go down here real quick. So you can put one right there. I usually just put in as many as I can. We can even put some on these snow-covered hills up here. You don't have to have them all inside the city area, like the little building area. Just put one right in here. Put one right here. One in here. Just to make mess with people, put one down there. Right there. There. If people want an easier way to get up here, put one right here. You can also make these invisible if you want by just going to your settings and saying visible in game and turn it off. Put one right there, one right here. I know I just put those in close proximity of each other, but you can just do whatever you want. You don't have to like be perfect about it. Put one there. Put one over here. So let's say that's all the teleporters you want. So now we get to the teleport booth. What you want to do, you don't want to put these in the same place, and you don't want to tell people where they are. Because if you do, people are going to try and guard them. Which way is the front of this thing? 1 second. Okay, that's the front. So, like, you want to put one in here? Just put one in here. Also, there is a slight warning you need to know about this. After you get inside this thing, and get out, the booth will put you directly to this side of it. So you want to have some space over here, so you put on this side. You don't want to have something right here because you'll end up on top of the porta potty, and that's going to be a pain. I mean, on top of the telephone booth, or the whatever this thing is. So then, what you just do, you want to make sure that you're looking at it, pick it up, and just put it somewhere else. So like, you want to have at least a few of these. So like, put it right. Let's see. Put it right here, and then just like end up right on top of this little spawn pad thing. Oh, I forgot to pick it back up. Let me pick it up again. Let's say you want to have one that's at least obvious for people to see where it is. So like, just put it right there. This is gonna be the one that people go to most. But if you find you're gonna have one that people are want to go for the most. So try and find another one and go for that. Especially if it's somebody else's map. And then we just put it right there. I don't think it matters if it's in the wall or not. I haven't really tested it, but I don't think it matters. You also want to put them in these off the area buildings. Like, so take this right here and just drop it right. Drop it just like that. So like, that's what you want to do with those. Now, if you want to have like some fun, like say you want to do put in some weapons, put in some vehicles and weapons. Just take some vehicles, put them in. You don't want to put in a lot of vehicles though, because it'll like there's only a certain amount you can put in. So like, say you want the drift boards and the mechs, the quad crashers and the bombers. So now what you got to do is just come over to any spot you want. Don't you can put the baller pretty much anywhere, because you can just like get out of the situation that they're in. So like, just put the baller right there, and then switch if you want. Put the hoverboards like, just put them like right here at the entrance to make just to like go around the main area of the place. Put as many as you want right here. Don't put a lot in because, like I said, it has a limit. The mechs, a lot of people don't like the mechs. I like the mechs. They're fun to use in my opinion. It's okay to have fun. Not everything's got to be competitive. So just put like a mech right there, like next to that spawner or weapon or whatever. And then just take another one, put it up here. There's your mechs. Quad crashers. So these things you probably want to like have on the outer area of the island. So like, put one right here, and then just put another one next to it if you want, but you don't have to. Then we can put one. I don't know why this is here. Just put one right there. Then we just, let's see, put one right there. There's your quad crashers. And that's pretty much all you gotta do. All you gotta do to make like a non-competitive, enjoyable island. You don't have to make it fancy or anything like that. Just do what suits you. Now I'm gonna show you how to make one from scratch, where you have no buildings pre-put in at all. So you have to actually, here, I'll show you in a second. Oh, there's the red arrow. I'm going for that to go away real quick, so I don't, crash by accident. Come on, go away. Thank you. So now we just create a new island. Whichever one you want. You want to do one that's like doesn't have buildings in it. Like this one don't have buildings in it. This one does. This one doesn't. Tropical Island does. Tropical Island doesn't have buildings. River's Edge Island does. So like, let's see here. Just like, let's see. It's like you can have one that's got terrain or not, but I'm just gonna go with the meadow. Wait, not the meadow island. I use that one a lot. Let's just go with the. Let's go with this Ice Lake Island. And just name it whatever the heck. I'm just gonna call it the same thing as the other one, just with a different number. You can skip this part if you want. I usually could go faster with this, but my controller, because it wants to go up all the time, won't let me. This is the most creative islands I've made in one day. Alright, there we go. So now we go in. Yes, there's a bunch of ice here. I don't think I've actually been in this map yet. Does this size actually work as... Oh yes, it does, okay. Alright, so here's just one big area where you can, like, do whatever the hell you want. So you open this up, and just have the same settings you had before. Just do the exact same stuff as you did before, because this is another one of your own maps. So now here's the fun part. You can just put whatever the heck you want in the game. So like, if you wanted to go with the theme of the island, just like, you know, put in what you prefer. Let's say you won the Ice King's castle. Wait, hold on. So let me just go over here. I'm gonna put in all the castle parts. So there's all the castle parts. Now some of these are not actually in the game, like this one's in the game. This one was not in the game when it was a POI. Neither was this or that. This was, and this was. I think that was as well. There's two of those, and that is. So like, if you want to like, say you want to recreate the castle look, the entire castle that you had. So you take this and just put it right there. I'm not going to show you how to put everything down again because that's just going to take forever. Then you would take this, wrong button, this, and then put that right there. Put this right here, put this on the X, put this one on the A, and so now we start by making the castle and what it looked like when it first came into the game. So we take the first castle piece, and boom, just put it right there. There's the first castle piece already set up. Now we take this part. Oh, Stuart's sending me my friend's sending me an invite. Give me a second, guys. Let's just put this right here. That is the right piece, right? Oh, that's a different piece entirely. Oh, I know what I was supposed to do. So you take this part right here first, and just put it right there. And do the same thing with the other one, but put it a little bit farther over here. There's like the entrance to the camp. I actually put that a little bit too far. Don't worry about that. Just worry about what you're gonna do with it. And then we take the house, just put it right here. And then I think this one had like one house on the side. Oh wait, this one needs to go over here actually. This is I remember having this piece over here when it was in the game. And then we take this one, and I know this isn't going to be accurate to how the buildings were in there originally, but there you go. There's like the castle area recreated to the best of my abilities. And then you can just add more in if you want. You don't have to like just have all this stuff around here. If you want, just like pull out another one, like another basic house, put it right here. And then just keep doing that, put more houses in, as many as you see fit, and then just switch it every now and then to like put more houses in and stuff. It doesn't take up much room, and I think it'll be just fine. And just do that. My mouth is getting dry, and it's very annoying. Okay, so now that you've got all your houses in, and you can leave the ice, you can get rid of it if you want. I think you can get rid of it. Can you? Nope, the ice stays. Okay, never mind then. Forget what I just said. So like, there's like your big city area that you want or may not want. If you want to add more of those other buildings that you saw in, go ahead and do that. Just do the same method I showed you with the vending machines earlier to make your spawning areas for players. Let's see. Go to we can do this instead. So you take a snowman, get rid of that, throw the snowman down. It doesn't matter where you throw it, just throw it down. And then instead of like throwing down more, you copy it. So, and this will actually work a lot better than than throwing a bunch of snowmen down, because they'll just explode each time you try to throw more than 5. Just go like this, hold down the button, and just go around and put snowmen in the map. Now I'm doing this for a reason, and I'll show you what it is in a second. And it will take you a little bit, but it's worth it, trust me. I made a map like this once, and people loved it. It was fun, it was thrilling, and a lot of people just like wanted to play this for the most part. You can even put some on the roof like I did. You don't gotta have them all on the ground. Like, here, put some on the roof right here. You want to just put them all around the houses. Now the reason I'm doing this is I found a way for you to be able to have a snowball fight in the game, and you can have this like be competitive Fortnite, or just have it be fun. It works better as competitive, I'm not gonna lie, because like you only have a certain amount of snowmen you can throw, which is why I think it's a good idea to also put in a vending machine that has a few snowmen in it, so that you can just use that if you need to. You can skip this if you want, so that you can see what I do. I don't know where you're gonna have to skip to, because of course I'm a terrible editing guy. So alright, so there's the snowman put in. So like now what you want to do is you want to open this up, go. Yeah, that's my mom's pager going off. Go to My Island, and what you want to do is you want to go down to, wait, this is the wrong one. Go to the game, and also put this on infinite, just put this on no time limit, just like usual. Let's see, where's the health and shield and stuff? Okay, that's in settings. So go to health, set it to 50. That's where you want it, because the snowballs only do like 75 damage. And because then once you do that, it's an instant KO. So what you want to do after that, after you set everything else up, also make sure that you don't have to do this, but make sure that you can still do pickaxe damage to structures, because that's what you want to do for this. So hit that, pick up the snowball if you can. You can't pick it up while you're like this, but pick it up in the game and just chuck it at somebody. And this would be like your snowball fight map. This is just like a big snowball fight map. So then we just go back to hub, and I'm going to show you the next one to do. Shut up, Mookie! My cat's at the door. It's rather cold outside. We let the cats in every night in winter time, so that they can have a warm sleep. We have to put them in the cage though, because if we don't, they're going to go pooping everywhere. And we don't want that. Our cats are naturally outside cats. They still just rely on their outdoor instincts to do most of what they need to do. So instead of creating a new map, I'm going to show you a map that I made. That is one of my personal favorites. I'm doing this because it'll take me a long time to make this kind of map again. Let's see, where's it at? Alright, so I made this years ago. Well, like 2 years ago. Like back in season 7 is when I made this map. And I worked on it over time until I finally got it right. Alright, so this is called Super Mario Drift. Now it's pretty simple. I used a empty snow biome area to make this. Also, my lag just spiked, so I forgot to add in new spawners. That's gonna be a pain to deal with. Where am I? Oh, I'm over here. Why am I over here? Yeah, I didn't put in more player spawners. I should probably do that. So what you do here? So this is a racetrack. This is my own Mario Kart racetrack that I made. So you go. So you want to go to your game first off, and first thing you want to do. This is the very first thing that you need to do. Where's it at? It's in the settings. 1 second. So you want to go all the way down to anytime now. I think I went past it actually. Let's see. Did I? Maybe it's back in here. Okay, here it is. Vehicle trick score multiplier. Turn that all the way to 0. That will interfere with your racetrack. Because if you do any tricks at all, it'll interfere with it a lot. So then you want to go to score to end. You want to put that to 3. You want to put that part to 3. So most rounds wins. That's fine. Do that if you want. So total rounds, just do however many rounds you want. There's plenty of respawners to be put in. Max players can be 16 if you want. You probably want to add more things in if you want to have more than I do. I only have 9 hoverboards with me right now. I don't have enough room for any more. Let's see. So after that, then you want to go into settings. You can change the data whatever you want. Shield, starting health, 100. Don't worry about the shields. That's not going to be important for this. Infinite ammo. That's off. That's always going to be off. You want that off so that this has more of a Mario Kart feel to it. Harvest multiplier. You want that turned off as well. I don't know why I had that on. So that's pretty much all you need to worry about. But then so let me show you how the racetrack works. So here's your hoverboards. Okay, I'll be putting a spawner next to it. Put a spawner like on these hoverboard spawners too, so that you have carrot people that are spawning in. So then what you would do, you would go around the track. You would go up here, and there's more than one path you can take. So each time you run over a spawn pad like this, it gives you a different weapon to use against your enemies, like Mario Kart. But you only have a limited amount of uses, and then you have to use a different one when you run over that. So like this thing right here, this is supposed to resemble say you have green shells in Mario. The quad launcher is the green shells in Mario. The regular rocket launcher is just one green shell. The proximity grenade launcher is supposed to resemble the red shell that kind of homes in on a target. And then you just keep going around the track. You want to add checkpoints too, just in case somebody falls off the track, which is why you put these barriers here as well. You put these barriers here so that you can, so that if someone falls off, they die, just like in Mario Kart, or that Lucky 2 comes and picks them up. Keep going around the track. Keep going around the track. So this is pretty much the entire track. I'll show you. I also have to go through this. I'll have to go over this later, but so then we have this part right here. This blue thing right here. This is supposed to be like the finish line. So when a character passes through this, you put this down, and this will send a point to this. You'll get 1 point for passing through this. So what you do, you go into this. You go into the customized mutator zone. You don't turn any of these on. You put the zone width however you want, however much you want it. You want to make sure there's a roof over it, along with boost pads here and boost pads here, so no one can go try and come back through again, and cheat. Because let's be honest, there's people that will do that. Then you go down to this one. On player entering zone, transmit on whichever channel you want. I chose channel 10, and when that transmits, it'll transmit to this. So what you want to do is you want to come down to the very bottom of what it said, or where it is. Activate receiving from channel 10. This thing will give you your character 1 point when you pass through the mutator zone. So you set that to 1. Make sure this is on add. Any team can activate this, and it can be triggered infinite times. You want it like that so that like one person can't just go through it multiple times. It doesn't matter. The rest of these don't matter. Make sure you're careful because sometimes they kind of like get screwy and stuff like that. So, also let me show you what device this is. Go to creative and go to devices. So this device is right here. the score manager. That's what you're looking for. It's right above the shopping cart. And then for the mutator zone, it's right below the mech. Just right there. So that's pretty much all you need to do for a racetrack. This is how to make a racetrack. And like I said, this is all in good fun. But yeah, that's pretty much all we have today. So if you guys enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, because I worked really hard on this and now I have a headache from doing that from talking for so long. If you want me to make more videos like this, comment below what kind of videos you want me to make. I'm not good at making any other maps besides non-competitive, because as I've said multiple times, I ain't competitive. But anyway, like and subscribe, and of course, join the Dragon's Legion, please. The fish and bananas don't deserve an army.